That right there is my black frame lock Kershaw leak with a very good edge on it, but this right here is an aluminum liner lock version of the Kershaw leak with a much better polished edge on it. And thanks to the Apostle P, you can have this edge on one of your favorite knives. Stick around to find out how you can get that no cost to you. Hey my friends, Late Boy Scout here. The Apostle P is one of my friends here on YouTube. Now, I recently won this knife in his 100 subscriber giveaway contest, but I also won something else, which was a sharpening service for any one of my knives. He said, I will put this kind of mirror polished edge on your knife as your prize, as one of your prizes in that giveaway contest. So I looked around feverishly to see which of my knives were dull enough to send in, and turns out I keep all my knives razor sharp. So I didn't really feel like I would be able to do him justice and make a good before-after sort of video showing the excellent edge that he put on the knife, because my knives are already very sharp. I keep them as sharp as I can make them. Now, none of them have this sort of mirror polish to them. None of them do. And I was tempted to just go ahead and get that. But what I decided would be even better was to have one of you guys with the dullest knife you've got, be able to win a chance to get your knife this sharp. Yes, and that is a very, very sharp edge, and we'll demonstrate that for you right now. If you're grossed out by arm hair, pause or go somewhere else, but here it goes. Okay, that's what we're looking at right there. And not just that, okay? It's not just going to do some very nice, extremely sharp cutting. It's going to hold that amazing edge for a long time, and I'm going to give you some ideas as to why. Why does a nice polished edge like this hold a razor sharp edge for a long while? Well, it comes down to micro serrations, which kind of exist on virtually every knife that gets sharpened. This one right here is going to have far more and much more obvious micro serrations than this one will. And the reason being, on my black leak there, I didn't do any of the sort of work that the Apostle P does. Now, it's much finer, much more detailed, much more painstaking and time-consuming to make this kind of an edge on your knife. That's why I almost never do it. Let's imagine for a second that you're looking at that knife in a microscope and it looks something like this. Yikes. Yeah, under a microscope, that's kind of what you're looking at. You're still going to see teeth. Okay, there are actually teeth there. Because no matter how much sharpening you do with the fine grit stone you have, or whatever it is, the system that you're using, it's still going to come out with micro serrations in it because that stone or that rod or whatever it is has grit to it. So it does create little micro serrations. And as I said, under a microscope, they'll look something like this. But when you polish that edge properly, as this one is polished, and you can see that reflection. You've seen it several times in this video so far. It's beautiful. If you polish that edge properly, what you do is you strop away all those micro serrations and you end up with an edge that is much more like this. Okay, those micro serrations just kind of go away and you've got a fully supported edge. Whereas in this case, if you were to bang this into stuff, each one of those little teeth can break off and fall or bend or whatever, causing that portion of the blade to be dull. Whereas if the entire thing is flat and sharp and polished like this, you're not going to be able to damage that edge as quickly and as easily as you might with those teeth. Now that's why you want a beautiful polished edge like this on your favorite knife. Now here's how you can get it. Now if you're a knife guy like I am, you've probably got lots of knives and some of them are too dull to carry right now. And some of those are some of your favorite knives. Some of the ones you wish you could carry, but you can't get the best edge on it that you want to have on it, and so you don't carry it that much. But you're thinking, man, if only that knife had an awesome edge on it, I'd be carrying it all the time again, and that's what I want to give you. So here's how this is going to work. I want you to post on my Facebook page, which is, look down in the description to find a link to that. on my Facebook page, I want you to post a picture of your dullest knife that you care the most about. The one that's too dull to carry, but you want it nice and sharp again, like amazingly, screamingly sharp, so that you can carry it and be proud of it. Post a picture of that knife and a brief description of how it got to be so dull. If you don't do Facebook, that's fine. You can still be included. All you got to do is email me a photo of that knife with a description of how it got to be so dull. And please use the information down in the description before you email that to me, because I need to make sure that I note and flag that email as part of the contest. Also, look down in the description to see when this giveaway ends, and make sure that you get your entries in before that date, because I will not be posting another video announcing the winner. I'm just going to notify you. Now, as I said in the intro, this is going to be no cost to you. I'm going to pay for your shipping to get your knife to the Apostle P, and I'm going to pay the Apostle P to ship it back to you. So, you're going to end up with a beautifully polished and sharpened knife that you are proud to carry at absolutely no cost to you. Thanks to my friend the Apostle P for putting on that very cool contest and hooking me up with this amazing Kershaw Leek with that fabulous polished edge. And good luck to each of you. One of you guys is very soon going to have an amazing edge on your favorite knife. Make sure you go over and subscribe to the Apostle P. He's building an excellent channel. It's growing, but he's doing some excellent stuff over there. I think you're really going to enjoy his content. I'm the Late Boy Scout. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.